Welcome to the last call with Three and a Half Gentlemen. Tonight we're going to be discussing the first 4 seasons of Stranger Things in preparation for our review of season 5. We're really excited to talk about all the characters, our favorite moments from the seasons past. We're going to talk about some stuff that might happen in season 5, make some predictions for you. It's a very loose episode. We're just going to kind of take it as it comes. So, favorite season first, and then favorite moments second.
I like that.
Eddie.
Sean, how about this? You should start your favorite season
first. Okay, so my favorite season is season 4 so far. However, I think the most unique season is season 3. So season 3,
that's not fair.
Season 3 has this really.
Things we can talk about.
I just loved. I loved.
We can't leave one out in the dark. You know.
Yeah, but really, it's one. Actually, one is the best. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Actually, that's where I was gonna go, but you can't beat one and the nostalgia. So screw you guys. Eddie, what's your favorite season?
No, Sean, go ahead. Where are you going with number 4 here?
No, so number 4, I think number 4 has the best episode count. So if you go through the season, I think all the best episodes are in season 4. However, I think the theme, some of the themes of season 3, I love we'll talk about that when I get to my favorite moments, I guess. But I think that there's moments in each season that make it shine. But then again, looking back and having just watched them all, nothing compares to the nostalgia of season 1 and the bike riding, and it just brings me back to my childhood. So I think for if we're looking at just 8-9 episodes, season 4, soup to nuts, has the best episode count. That's just my opinion. Brandon?
Yeah. So I think I'm going to, I don't know, take a prediction of what Jeremy is going to say. And actually, Sean, I'm surprised you didn't say it, but I'm waiting for Jeremy to sit there and be like, you know what? I look at this as not 4 different seasons. It's just one season, kind of like Lord of the Rings, where it's just it's one continuous storyline. So therefore, the whole thing. No, Jerry, I'm right there with you.
Listeners, hey, listen, I deserve that. I deserve that for my past last calls of the top 10. I'll take that shit right there.
Kill Bill saga.
I got that.
No, so if I'm being 100% honest with you guys, and I think I've talked about this when we did season 4. Is it took me a little bit of time to get into the Stranger Things fandom. I liked season 1. I didn't love it. I didn't really like season 2. And so honestly, I was kind of sliding, and it was really you guys and your excitement for Stranger Things that brought me back to season 3. I don't know if I really would have tuned in for it. And in season 3, we get the Star Court, we get that kind of building up, and I start seeing new characters being introduced. Mm-hmm. And it's what we're going to talk about, one of our favorite characters, not named Steve, right? So that's going to come into play in season 3. But for me, season 4,
that's hard.
That's hard. Season 4 where it turned magical to me, to the point where I have never had such a range of emotions watching anything, let alone a TV show. And I've seen that twice. I saw it once, in preparation for us recording, and I watched it again with Amanda, and I still felt the emotional connection with each character. And I will go on record saying I don't think that you will ever get a better quality of film production in a TV show as you get in season 4. So hands down, season 4 is where it is for me. So Jared, go ahead and tell us.
I agree.
How you're going to turn this one into multiple different seasons.
I was going to let Eddie go first, and I'll just wrap it up after Eddie.
Eddie Munson.
You know how we can't put Steve as our favorite character? By you guys saying season 4, that's a bitch answer. Personally, that's everyone's fucking favorite season. Obviously, that's the fucking best of the best. It's like saying that favorite NBA players, and you start with Jordan on the top, and then you work your way down. Season 4 is the best, but let's work
what's our
way
second
down
favorite?
From there. So personally, my favorite. Yes, exactly. So my favorite, honestly, so season 1 started it off. Season 2 was a big letdown, like Brandon was saying. Season 3 was the reason why it just had a spark. Something about Billy, in that I think Billy was a major character, and also Max.
I thought they were in later, to me, there was late, but they were introduced right away. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, so much, that's fine, but they got so much screen time, and then you get more about Vecna, and then you get this huge ass monster at the end of the season 3, and it became more than just these little tiny demigorgons. it became like, oh shit, there's more to this. And season 3 is what sparked Stranger Things. I personally think it gave a fucking ramp for season 4 to just take off. So I like
am high fiving you, buddy. I agree.
All right, dude.
Jeremiah, close us out with this
Guys,
topic.
please do not crucify me here, okay? Might sound a little crazy.
You're gonna say
but
season
fucking-
2. God damn it!
Hear me out. Hear me out. Season 2 might be my absolute favorite season for Stranger Things. Hear me out. Season 2 gave us the most nostalgic vibe of the 1980s. It's like part Aliens, it's part Goonies, it's part Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Yes, there are demi-dogs, fucking lame, fucking whack, but it did give us the first introduction.
Bob Newby.
Before we go to Bob, it did give us the first introduction of the Spiderish Mind Flayer, which I still think is going to be the main villain in the end. That's just my feeling. We were introduced to Max and Billy, and it gives some of the best like guest stars, which was Paul Reiser and the GOAT, Sean Astin. Seriously. And it also gave us the redemption of Steve, where he was a fucking asshole the first part of the series, and then he became our favorite character, our favorite babysitter, and everything like that. You know, right? Honestly, and I'll tell you this much:
Murray season 2,
and you also got Murray in this one, dude. So it's season 2. Listen, I get it. The runaway gang, fucking, it's whack. I get it. But overall, it gave us so much shit for the next couple of seasons that I think it gets overlooked.
100%.
And I'll tell you this much: the score for season 2 is probably the best score of all the Stranger Things seasons. That's just my opinion.
I tend to agree. I tend to agree that it was definitely the most complex season. I guess one of my criticisms of season 2 was that it was very much like Avengers: Age of Ultron, where without season 2, you don't have the rest of the show because it set up so many little things. It explored the world of Hawkins. It created all these avenues of storylines, but I found it a little tedious to get those set up.
Yeah.
The last 4 episodes are fucking bangers. I mean,
really
we're good. That's what I thought.
As soon as Will kind of becomes inhabited by the Mind Flayer, in with Paul Reiser in the facility, and then he tricks them all, and like I think that part about it was pretty good, and I think Sean Astin obviously is a gem.
Death.
Going off of what Jeremiah was saying, I mean, his name, it says it itself, number 8. I think that the idea of 11 was, like, oh my God, we didn't even think about it. We always wanted the question, like, there's 1 through 10. What happened to them?
Yeah.
And this kind of opened up that door of more to like this, hey, and 8's alive. And it just pissed me off that they abandoned.
Well,
they're not abandoned. It's coming back.
I'm so happy if it has to come back.
Punk generation's coming
back. That's a big mess up if they don't bring that up.
That storyline could have been better. It could have been like if number 8 was just like had a bunch of other power, 2, 3, 4 with her, and they just like this powerful group. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. But I do believe that number 8 will be on season 5. I feel
she will be. She will be. No, it's already been confirmed. So she walked the red carpet, and
did she?
Yeah, she walked the red carpet, and the Duffers have said teasingly in an interview. They said, well, let's just put it this way. We leave no tie untied, no loose threads untied. Everything is going to come. Every question from Barb to 8 is going to be raveled up in this season 4.
Dude.
So going into what Sean's saying, I think anyone who has died is going to make an appearance in this final season.
Oh, that's gonna be awesome.
Vecna is gonna play mind games.
Do you think
with
he's gonna bring him back from dead?
Have Sean Astin.
Do you think he's gonna bring him back like what we're gonna get for Eddie?
No, I don't think we're gonna get any. I don't think we're gonna get any resurrections. But I do think I agree with Ed. I think we're gonna get every important character who has passed away is going to make an appearance, either through a memory, a flashback, or Vecna's mystical ability. I think that if you really look at it, this is like, I don't know if anybody has seen the season finale of Seinfeld, where they literally brought back every single Seinfeld person in the entire. That's what you're gonna have to do that, and you have the time to do it. You're gonna have. I wouldn't be surprised if you had Bob Newby in a some sort of a little conversation with Will talking about courage, just something like that, like little pieces of putting back together who these people are. I think it's
going back to season 2, like a season 2 moment or something like that, where they had like this moment together, or like flashback, or maybe you go into time travel and you have that moment in season 2, just like in season 1 or something like that.
I'm not gonna have time travel. I know. I'm just
Watch
saying,
out,
I will
dude.
put my foot
Watch
down
out.
on it and say no time travel. So Sean,
6,
fuck
7.
you. So Sean, you mentioned question number 2, which I think we do need to explore.
Let's just do top moments. Ed, top moments from any season so far coming into this.
Yep, season 4, episode 4. No, season 4, episode season.
She run up that
4,
hill. We know.
You got it.
Episode 9.
Oh,
No. Season 4, episode 9, 48 minutes and 22 seconds in, when Dustin puts up that fucking amp and then Eddie just starts playing
Dude,
Metallica.
that is
48
that's
minutes
awesome.
and 22 seconds in, season 4, episode 9. That's one of my favorite.
Yep.
All of a sudden, you just badass solo from Eddie Munson of Metallica.
I would say that's top 4 of the whole series. That moment is top 4 of the whole series. I would include in that, however, Ed, I would include his death scene and what he says to Dustin as Dustin is cradling his body.
Only
Go
one
together.
time. Yeah.
No, I'm just saying.
we also
No,
talked
I'm
about
saying
what-
that's one little
Dustin
scene.
tells the
Scene.
uncle at the end because that's all part of the same scene and story. Like, no, there's a lot.
Oh
we got-
God, yeah.
As you all know, I'm an emotional dude, and so there's nothing I love more than just shoulder shaking, like sobbing in a movie or a TV show. And I got that, as I mentioned, 2 times over because I watched it twice. And Amanda, who doesn't even like bat an eye towards tears, she looks over at me and she's like, "Are you crying?" And I'm just literally just raining tears. Hands down, Max's quote unquote death scene with that song playing. It's a Moby song, and you've got Lucas, who that kid who I have gone through 3.5 seasons saying, "You're not a good actor." Just him looking at me across the waves of TV and saying, "Shut the fuck up," because yes, I am. When he is sitting there, I don't think that I've ever seen, besides maybe Saving Private Ryan and Giovanni Ribisi, which I've mentioned before is the greatest death scene ever, but I've never seen a connection from another character in a death scene. And I know she doesn't actually die. She gets brought back. But, I mean, she dies essentially. That scene wrecks me. It still does. And I think that is just the power of the show, to say that this is a show about demidogs and mind flayers and other dimensions and psychic abilities and all. But no, it's not. It's about human beings and the connection between them and how important that connection is. And God dang it, that scene could have lasted for the rest of my life, and I would have been glued to the TV show and couldn't move. And I think that that's just the power of cinema. So hands down, Eddie, I thought you were going to steal it when you said season 4. But yeah, her death scene, perfection.
Well, season 4 has so many great scenes. Yeah.
Sean, what are you going with?
So I got two because I think that I'm a gluttonous
So do I.
asshole. Okay. So I think that Neverending Story,
That's good.
when they're
That's a
singing
good one,
Neverending Story, is probably one of my favorite. Like, there's a scene during that montage where they're all in the car and the motherfucking like creature is literally running after them, and all of them are looking at the radio going, "What the fuck? Like, what is happening right now?" And then you get those guys, you got Hopper, and they're down in the Russian basement, or of Starcourt Mall, trying to save the world, and they're singing Neverending Story. I think that's a prime moment. I will say my favorite scene of the whole show so far with music, other than Running Up the Hill in season 4, is when it's called episode called The Body in season 1, and it's when they find Will Byers in the reservoir, and I believe the
Same song.
is
that
Heroes,
one.
and it's been used 1,000 times. I think it's Peter Gabriel. I want to say it's Peter Gabriel.
You're right, sir.
And it is so fucking powerful.
Bowie
That moment, it's Bowie's
Right.
song, but it's not Bowie's
Not the
version.
Wallflowers.
It's Peter Gabriel singing the song.
Mhm.
And yeah,
Not the
and
Wallflowers.
not the Wallflowers. And it's one of those moments where it's like it makes you question whether this is a science fiction show or just like everyone's been imagining all this other shit, and like now this is real. And I loved it. I thought it was one of the greatest moments.
Can we have a runner-up? I mean, like, I haven't had a runner-up. I let Jeremy go next, but I need the runner-up.
Okay.
Dude, I mean, come on. I know this is going to be like, oh, you're just picking the best thing and everything, but it is the best thing. Max, running for her life from Vecna, and you have that song in the background, Kate Bush run up the hill, and
Ugh.
the will of her just trying to survive and like, I want to live. You felt every emotion part of that scene, and it's still one of the best scenes of all seasons for Stranger Things. That's the one thing that always sticks out. The other scene that I think about a lot is season 2. I know this is gonna be fucking crazy. Fuck, I'm sorry, but it's chapter 8, the Mind Flare, and it's the last scene of that episode when all the people, the crew, are like surrounded by demigods, and finally 11 appears and destroys the demigods, and it's the first time that everyone has seen or even knows that she's alive, especially Mike, and it's just like this wonderful, like, my friend's still here, and it's like this beautiful, and the score is so fucking awesome. So those are the couple scenes or moments I always kind of think about with the series that just live on for fucking forever, man.
Well, anytime you get that synthesizer, like
dude.
that build, I mean, it just feels like, and what
The
was so
build-up,
brilliant,
dude. Yeah.
whoever did, I don't know who did the music, but whoever did it, every season they seem to integrate the song into that, like, so in season 4 you have this like synthesizer, and it always starts off like slow, like bow bow bow, and then all of a sudden it goes into this higher, more I don't know, explosive score, and then in season 4 it goes into running up that hill, and there's moments where it's just like, if you can pump your fist to this show, like there's moments where you just go, yes, yes.
So honorable mention for me. I'm gonna go a little bit different here. I personally love the relationship between Matt and Billy, and so that's what's Billy's first name? Darcy or Darka?
Oh,
I think it's
that dude.
Decray.
Yeah, Decray. I don't know, but so I don't know episode. It's the final episode of season 3. Billy has a redemption scene of giving up pretty much the Mind Flare, sacrificing himself for 11, just enough time to get 11 up and defeat the Mind Flare. But you see like this redemption value of like, what, he still was aware enough to throw his body in front of 11 and technically Max, to save his sister. And I was just thinking like that scene gets left behind a lot because of season.
It's a good
4.
scene. To add to that actor, if I had stock on like who was going to be the biggest actor outside of
That's
Stranger
Rob Lowe,
Things,
bro.
yeah,
Rob Lowe.
I thought that guy was going to
It's
be a
flop.
superstar.
He
And
will be.
you got Eddie, you got Steve,
Quinn.
like superstars. I thought that guy was going to be a superstar, man. I thought that guy was going to be like the next Brad Pitt, but no, it didn't happen.
It's pronounced Dakar. Dakar?
Yeah, I'm already bad with pronouncing shit, and that's
I don't know. I'm looking at the Wikipedia, and it's Deiker is phonetic.
I was
Dakar.
gonna say Dequay. Dakar.
Anyway,
Darcy.
He was a
so
Power Ranger.
yeah, he was a Red Ranger. Brandon, what was your runner-up?
No,
I don't think
didn't
we
get
got
there.
that.
So I've
No, we
got.
didn't.
I'm going to go ahead and just pull you guys. I've got 3 I want to mention, but one I want to just like focus on. One, and I think we can all agree on this one. So this is for the whole group. But what is more Stranger Things than in season 1 with the light bulbs on the alphabet? Like, to me, that was such a moment.
Oh, you're right.
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
yeah,
And this one
yeah.
doesn't count as a scene, but it is.
Yeah, that
it
sticks
is right
forever.
before season 4. All of mine are going to be from season 4, but it's more of a shot, so I'm not counting this as my scene. But it's a shot right when they get to the house, right? And you've got Journey's. Oh fuck! What's the name of the song? Journey's song is playing.
Yep.
And
Da da da.
It's
Da, da,
Broken
da,
Chains.
da, da,
he was
da,
unbroken,
da.
if I remember.
Chain.
No.
Da.
There's no way that you can stop, watching the next episode when you have that. Like that automatically hit the skip to next episode. But what I think, if I'm going to say a second scene, and I can't even pick one scene in this episode, but it's season 4. It's when we realize that that one is Vecna, and that realization to me, when he shows himself to be who it actually is, and then all those pieces come together, and it's kind of one of those build up montages, And when we have that moment, and I remember looking at it, and I was sitting alone downstairs, and I was looking for somebody to just look at and just say, "Holy fuck!" Like when we realized for sure that he's Vecna, that was almost like a fist pumping moment, but in a like a bad way. Like, holy shit, he's the bad guy, and the way
Like,
that
oh
they-
shit,
the way
yeah.
they brought it all together. So I'm gonna say that's my runner up, 100%.
I think separate
Separate
ways
ways.
is the
Separate
song
Ways
that
from
it
Journey.
was.
Yep.
Thank you, Google.
Yes. And
So-
also to the people that do the score,
That's a part
they're
of
actually
Separate
two
Ways.
members of Survive.
Oh.
So if you get a chance to listen to some of their music in Spotify, check out Survive. That's the two members from Stranger Things that do the score. Pretty
That
awesome.
makes sense. Let's talk about actors or characters. Obviously we have favorite characters. We don't want him to die. We
say
can't say
Steve.
his name, but
We can say
he's
it.
obviously, I think, everyone's favorite.
That's not fair.
Steve, we all
But everybody else, is kind of fair game. Favorite character, Brandon. Who do you think?
I think that this is kind of one of those situations like Ed, you were talking about earlier. That season 4 is everybody's going to be like that's the best. So we're looking for the second best, right? Steve is absolutely everybody's favorite. The way that they've developed Steve as a character from that first episode when he's just a fucking tool of a high school jock idiot to the sensitive Mr. Mom, but more than that, right? The big brother, the one that cares the most. And so kind of on that note, my favorite storyline, I think we're going to talk about storylines too, but my favorite storyline is the development of the friendship between Steve and Robin. And when Robin was introduced at Chips Ahoy or Chips Away, there was something special about what she brought to this show. So Robin, 1000% is my favorite character outside of Steve. I think that she, played by Maya Hawke, does such a beautiful job of that high school nerdy innocence, but also that idea that we become her we're learning the world through her eyes. And I think that as a storytelling technique, she's perfect, but also just the way that she's portrayed is awesome. And I'm going to give her my runner up now is Murray. I love his character. I think that he brings the
Murray.
necessary comic relief that
So you, by the way.
he brings a necessary comic relief that I think that Dustin was kind of doing in season 1, but he brings it in a more, that adult form. And I think that it's needed. And I feel like he can be annoying as fuck sometimes, but at the same time, I just love when he's on screen. So in that order, Robin, then Murray. So Jer, let's go with you.
Okay. I think this character brings a lot of depth into the story, and I think they change the way how you can see a particular character and their arc going from one part to a different part. And that's Mad Max, man. I mean, I think that she is one of the best characters that came, I don't want to say a tag
who saw
on
it
to
coming?
like season 2, but yeah, exactly. I mean, I thought she was going to be, you're going to be gone by season 3. No, she has a strong story, and I think it's awesome, and I think it's wonderful. I can't wait to see her as season 5 as being like this Yoda type of character, that can be able to see the underworld and things like that. I'm looking forward to that. And my other person I love is Dustin, dude. Hear me out, guys. When
love
Dustin and
Dustin.
Steve, when that relationship happened in season 2, it was just fucking the best thing ever. And they keep building off on it. And that they really care for one another. And I don't know what it's going to happen in season 5, but I keep seeing this scene where like Dustin is hugging the shit out of Steve, like this painful hug. And I'm like, oh my God, what is going to happen here?
Right.
So Dustin is just, man, dude, he's like the heartbeat of the crew, man. They always leave him alone. He always gets fucked he's always by himself, and he's always like, guys, come on, we got to do this together.
Well, he's the
And
only
then
one
he's
who
like-
figures shit out too.
He's the lighthouse of the crew, man. He's always
he's
carrying
got
the
a
flag for
girlfriend.
everyone to fucking find out. That's Dustin, and he's got a girlfriend.
And he's
dude.
got a girlfriend who I think is just adorable.
Eddie.
I don't know if you guys might agree with me on this one. Personally, I think she's underused, completely underused. I like Nancy Wheeler. I think she's dope. I think she's grown from season
Sean's
1.
Wheeler.
It's like this. Steve has his big brother. She's the big sister of the group. Like she
Mhm.
is there with the group. One of the scenes where I think it was season 1 where she danced with
Yeah.
Dustin.
That's
was
the,
real
the
about that.
snowball.
It was
That's
fucking-
season 2.
Yeah, season 2. It tears me
But then
up.
she
It's
walks
season-
in
season
with the
2.
shotgun
Yeah, no,
and
but I'm
one
saying
hand and loads
Nancy-
it. I mean, that's her in season 4 now.
Nancy has grown from the very beginning to season 4, and
Yeah.
she has like the best predicament of both worlds. She has Steve on one hand, and then she has Jonathan on the other hand, and everyone knows where they want her to go, and hoping Jonathan dies, so she ends up with
Fuck
Steve.
Jonathan.
But she is loyal. I mean, she is still loyal. She has not like cheated on Jonathan. So I like that. She shows that she's a pretty good person so far. And I think her character's bad.
Well, she sort of cheated on Steve with Jonathan in Murray's house,
yeah.
but
Yeah,
we're not
don't
gonna
talk
we're
bad
not gonna
about
talk
me.
about that.
She
He was
is
a jerk then.
I told Selena, Selena, that might be my +1, Selena. I want you to know that.
That's not what she says. It's not your
joke.
plus
Hall
one,
pass
bro.
there.
All right, going last is shit because you guys took all of my favorite characters. But I will say, Nancy is one of my. That was the one I was going to
Nancy's
come up
great.
with. But I don't know if I'm the only one who loves Ted Wheeler, but I think that guy is
He's
just
talking about the father.
perfect.
Oh
Yes.
my god.
The dad
Newspaper.
makes me laugh every time he's on screen with his newspaper or listen to your mother or what I do. Just he's such an 80s dad going about having no idea what's going on in the lives of his children.
Yeah.
I just love it so much. No, but it's funny because I think Murray's introduction he's one of my least favorite characters. I think that he cheapened the story but with his comedy. And then as he grew as he grew into season 3 and 4, I really liked him. But as far as just characters that I think are characters that I think are underused, I think Paul Reiser in Dr. Sam Owens is he's one of those characters you need, in my opinion, to ground the show, because you've got essentially children running around killing demigorgons and demigods and mind flayers, and he adds this element of seriousness and covers for the kids. And he relocates Eleven. He's kind of the puppet master behind all the good what Dr. Brenner should have been. And so I do think that Paul Reiser's character, I hope he comes back for season 5. I'm not sure he is. But I hope he does. I really hope he does.
Which,
All right, here we go. So a favorite
story.
story.
we want to go for it?
Where's this going?
Are we going to go where it's going, or do we want to talk about who is going to die? Okay, so who is going to come back? Who is going to die? AKA, is Eddie Munson coming back for sure? We all know that he is. Secondly, who's going to die? And thirdly, where are we going with this? How's it going to end?
So I think who's going to die? I feel like we're going to have some big names going down. I think Hopper's going to go down. And then Eleven's going to close it all up and lose all her powers somehow. But she might be stuck on the other side. I don't know.
It
we'll see
stays in the upside down world. That's pretty fucking sick.
Yeah.
Dude.
And then I would say either Jonathan or Steve. That's one of them have to go. Who's going to go? We know it. One of them has to go. We don't know
I think we
which
got to
one.
just put that question out.
So there's going to be about 3 major
Steve,
deaths.
I'm just going to throw it out. Sean, you can go next for the whole thing. But Steve will not die. That's my prediction, because the outrage.
If they kill Steve, there'll be a revolt.
That's the thing. Like, they have created a monster in a lot of ways that they can't do a whole lot with. Like, people will tune out, even if it's the last.
Yeah.
If you
Like,
kill
there's
him,
certain-
can you at least have him go out with his own song?
There's certain characters that I'm sorry, that are untouchable. And I believe Steve
Chicago,
Harrington,
bro.
I think Hopper's gone. I think 11 is questionable. Dustin is safe. Lucas is safe. Nancy is safe. Charlie Heaton, who knows? I don't really care. Will Byers, dead. He's dead. He's going to be come back now. He's fucking dead. Sadie Sink, I'm afraid, is already dead. We just don't know it.
Are you going down
And
the list?
Going down the
That's
list.
I am. And I think you can't kill Robin. She's untouchable. She's one of those ones where it's like, nah, you can't do it. Murray, I don't care. Kill him. Doesn't
he's
matter. Yeah.
He's gone.
And then I'm looking at, like, obviously Jamie Campbell Bower has to die. I saw a very interesting answer to the second question, Ed, which was where's the show going? That actually Jamie Campbell Bower is dying, and he is going to transfer his consciousness into Will in order to survive. So that's just my
How about
opinion.
Steve? How about Steve or Jonathan? Which one?
Steve has to survive. I don't care about Jonathan.
See, the problem is
So,
you can't kill Will and Jonathan.
I
You're
don't
not gonna
care.
kill both brothers.
I don't care. Oh, you can kill all the buyers. It would be very easy.
We haven't gotten to me yet, Sean. We haven't gotten to me. And the sad thing is, I love Winona Ryder. I really do. I mean, she's still forever my twirling angel in the snow. You guys know what I'm talking about, Jared. She's perfection, but at the same time, I can't stand her character. I can't stand Will. He's just a flop of nothing, and Jonathan, he's just a bigger flop of nothing. And so I just wish that they had given one of the buyers a little bit more redeemable quality, because at least two of them are going to survive, and we just need something. So I did see this interesting post. I can't remember exactly where it was, but this idea that they are going to kill nobody. They're going to completely 180 it, which everybody's expecting them to go in hardcore. And what if everybody survives? Not like they bring people back, but everybody survives. What if they don't kill anybody? What if everybody survives and they're able to defeat it because they're together? I think that that's an interesting call. I do think that you've got something, Sean, with Max is already dead. We just don't quite know it yet. I do think that her death scene, because it was so emotionally perfect, I almost feel like bringing her back kind of ruins the magic of that scene. But I do think that everybody's going to survive. I really do. I don't think that they should, but I think that they will. So I'm gonna go on bold prediction. As soon as one of them dies, though, you guys can all think about me and be like, "Ha, you're wrong."
See, I think they're going to kill someone in the first. I think they're going to kill someone in the first episode. I think it's going to be a ruthless, like Hedwig dying at the beginning of Harry Potter. Like, watch out, motherfuckers! I'm coming with an axe.
Yeah.
A spoiler alert for those of you who have
Spoiler.
not watched or seen Harry
gonna watch the
Potter
HBO
and the
series
Deathly
anyway.
Hallows.
Jeremy, what do you think?
Okay, guys. I'll tell you this. I guarantee you, Ted and the wife will die in season 5.
How dare
Do it.
You want to talk about death?
You kill my favorite character? You kill?
The
No, I
wife.
don't know. You can't kill Mommy and Daddy
There's a
Wheeler.
scene. There's a
Jack
scene in
Sizer.
season
No
5
parents
where the
left
wife
alive?
is. There's a scene in season 5, one of the trailer parts where they're trying to protect the daughter or something like that. I
Holly,
guarantee
yeah.
you, the husband and the wife
I do think episode 2 or 3 is called The Disappearance of Holly Wheeler.
is going to be a very big part of season 5. The next one, I guarantee, is going to be Jonathan. He's gone. He's gone. He's done. There's nothing. He's going to sacrifice. He will. You guys are saying Will's going to die. Guys, the 4 main characters from season 1, they're not going to die. I'm sorry, dude. It's just not going to happen. It can't happen, dude.
You could
That's what
easily
really
kill
happens.
Will. You could easily kill Will.
Well,
Do you have
heads
anything
up.
back? Yeah.
What if he actually died in season 1?
I mean, it doesn't matter. I just want that haircut gone out of the show. Like, it just is awful. I mean, no. Okay,
So,
All right.
Dr.
So-
Brenner coming back? Is Dr.
I
Brenner coming
think
back?
there's a
no,
chance.
the Duffers have already
back.
said Dr. Brenner
listen,
not coming
Munson's
back.
coming back.
There's a chance for everything.
Barb.
Munson's
Yeah.
coming back,
Barb.
but here's the thing: Munson's going to come back and continue his reign of goodness. I really think that that's where we're going to get. So I don't know, thoughts on Eddie Munson.
I don't
you
think
he's
so.
going to be bad?
I think technically they're all playing a Dungeons and Dungeons game right now. If Dungeons and Dragons, they're all playing this game.
That would be
They have
very
characters.
interesting.
They roll back and then they're just
Well, first of all, it has to end with them playing Dungeons and Dragons. Just so you, just so we're clear, Duffer Brothers, this show must end with whoever's left living playing Dungeons and Dragons in the basement of the Wheeler
as
house.
the world burns
It
around
has
them.
to end where it started. It has to.
Let's wrap this one up here. What do you guys think is going to happen in season 5? What is the one thing that you guys want to see in season 5?
I'll go.
Pick someone.
So listen, I don't think that we're going to have time travel. I don't think that we're going to have this idea of resetting the clock, which I know is interesting because of the whole clock motif. What I do think, though, is we are going to see what we've seen a little bit a lot of it in the past is that they are only going to win the day by banding together. But instead of it being different factions, like season 4, we had the 11 crew, and then we had the Steve crew, and we had all these different separate. Right, they're separate and trying to beat them from different angles. I think that what we're going to see is kind of them amassing a small army of them all together. And it's going to be them taking on Vecna and the Upside Down world as one unit. And that's what I think. I think that we're going to see just almost I'm going to say 6 episodes of Two Towers, where it's just going to be battle mode for 6 episodes.
Yo, that sounds pretty dope, Brandon. I actually like that. I think that each season we've been introduced to a different villain throughout the series, right? Season 1, we got the Demogorgon. Season 2, Season 3, you got the Mind Flayer. Season 4 was Vecna. It's just only gonna fucking happen when we finally get the 3-headed reptilian creature dragon, the Tessa Hydra, as the final fucking villain, dude, from Dungeons and Dragons. It's going to happen. That is going to be the main villain for season 5, yo. It's going to come full circle because do you remember in the season 1 when they were playing the game, it was Will that sent the fireball to destroy the dragon, and then it was Lucas was able to like chop off the head and shit, dude. It is going to be so fucking awesome, man. They just need to land the fucking plane for this season to happen, but you will see a 3-headed dragon in the upside down world. It's going to happen, dude. It's going to be fucking great.
You know what? I agree with that. That they've been leading that on for a while.
Yeah.
With this 3-headed dragon. Every scene, every time they play Dungeons and Dragons, they cam into that little piece.
Yeah.
So I agree with that, Jeremiah. Like I feel like they're gonna definitely have that as the main villain that's being controlled by Vecna, and then somehow I think Vecna's gonna lose control of that.
Yep.
And either Elle or someone else is gonna gain control of that, and that's where the tables turn. And it's gonna attack Vecna.
The Mind Flayer.
Yeah, and I feel like at the same time, Vecna's going to be using Will. You have that scene where you can technically see the first 4 minutes of episode 1, and you have the what happens to Will, and he gets instantly injected with like a.
Which explains how the slug ends up inside his body.
He's having a horrible day.
Yeah, everyone's talking about how that's like revolutionary. I'm like, we all kind of knew he got fucked up by Vecna. Like, we all knew that.
So overall, though, I feel like he's secretly being controlled, and like Vecna has eyes on everyone this whole time. So he's always 3 steps ahead. So overall, though, something's gonna happen with that scene. I personally think also it's gonna be like a Band of Brothers / Game of Thrones, how they killed that White Walker, the king of White Walker. Everyone possible is gonna die. If no one dies of the main group, everyone around them is gonna die, and it's gonna be like a fucking to the very last. Hey, there's like only 5 people standing left. Because they already showed the military scene, and it's gonna be an all-out war. So you're gonna have this like no one is standing up until the final last episode. Yeah,
all right.
Epic.
I'm going to digress from kind of all of you. I think that there's going to be no battles. There's going to be no big charges. I think what was so successful about season 4 and what terrified us the most and what made us care the most was that Vecna was getting inside people's heads. And it took 11 to battle him and basically get him banished. They weren't even in the same fucking place. So if there's going to be a quote unquote battle, it's got to take place in the upside down in Vecna's world. And I think that's the only way that you can defeat Vecna.
What if they all get there?
Is kind of in his mind world.
What if they all converge?
That's a possibility. But I'm just saying the structure of the show has been small factions fighting their own little battles in order to defeat the villain. It's never been all of them together trying to defeat the villain. I think that when you write something for 4 seasons, you're not going to change your methodology. It's going to be small factions doing small things, and it's going to be one battle with 11 versus Will, and
Harry Potter,
it's going to be a drawing out of Will, but drawing Will out of Vecna. Like, that's going to be the whole purpose, is drawing Will out of Vecna.
So he has to sacrifice himself. Yeah.
I see,
but
that,
then
I see military people die.
Well, yeah. I mean,
there's gonna be like action, but I'm just saying. But there's not gonna be like Steve Harrington with a bat followed by Dustin running toward Vecna. I don't think there's gonna be like that type of
no.
Two Towers action.
Deal with the Demigorgons all over the damn
yeah.
place. They're gonna all have their own.
Right. They'll have small little battles.
Are you saying that there's a possibility that we're going to go to the other dimension, not the upside down world, but the other dimension where Vecna actually was pretty much placed before he got brought into the upside down world?
Yes. So and
Fucking
there's
sick.
something. Let's talk about some stuff that we know for fact, right? For truth, we know that the Upside Down is behind in time. Will's controlling the Upside Down, in my opinion. That's what that means to me. If that's the moment that it stopped or was created, then something Will is connected to the Upside Down. If Will dies, the Upside Down dies. The fact that we have is that Vecna is after Will and needs to use Will for something, because it says it in the trailer, I need to use you one last time. What that is for, I don't know, but at least we know that Vecna is after Will. Will basically gets caught by Vecna, and I don't know what's going to happen. I think those are
Okay.
at least the solid facts that we have.
If Will gets caught again, I'm gonna be pissed off. Like, come on, Will. Stop.
Dude, I think there's two Wills. That's just my opinion. We'll talk about that more later on.
But I could see Jonathan die. Like you said, Jonathan's dead. I could certainly see Jonathan dying, trying to get Will out of Vecna, like trying to get,
Mhm.
trying to get his brother back. I can see
Hopefully he
Mom
runs
dying the
better.
same way.
So personally,
You
I
asked
don't
me what
think
I wanted to
Vecna
see.
can
Hold on.
die unless L dies. 11 and Vecna are tied up like Harry Potter and Voldemort.
Oh, got it.
Maybe.
They're tied up.
Jeremiah-
together. That's for sure.
Jeremiah asked though what we want to see, and other than what we've talked about, what I want to see is Nancy and Steve get together. That's what I want to see in the last episodes. I don't care really about anybody else, but I want to see
You wanna see
Nancy
some
and
baby
Steve
Harrington.
get together.
I want to see Nancy and Steve, and then adopt Dustin, Lucas, and Matt, and have their little 4 kids, like the whole group, and adopt all of them.
I mean, that would be the greatest ending of the show. Is a motorhome with all the Harringtons in it, and he's driving, and all you hear is going back to Chicago. I mean,
And a bumper sticker, Sean, that
You
says
take the
"Thank you,
city.
Hawkins."
you take the city out the man, but the
Man out the city. Goodbye. I like that.
Oh.
All right, dude.
It's a moment. This has been almost 10 years of my life.
Seems like it's been 20
Yeah,
years.
think
You
about
know
this,
what?
dude. I mean,
It has
seriously, you
been.
guys had like 2 kids, within this time. I mean, it's fucking crazy, dude.
All right. Well, thank you very much for tuning in to this week's last call. We want your thoughts, so please make some comments below in the notes, and then contact us on Instagram through direct message, or leave comments on the post. We'd love to hear what you think is going to happen in season 5. Tell us we're wrong. I love it. We're going to bring you season 5 as close to Thanksgiving as we can, or starting Thanksgiving, as close to Christmas and as close to New Year's as we possibly can, keeping in mind we all have families, and forgive us if we're 1 or 2 days late, but we are going to bring it to you as quickly
Dedicated.
as we possibly can. And we really appreciate everyone who's listening and who has enjoyed season 4. It was one of our biggest, most impressive listenership episodes. So we hope that season 5 does the same. And once again, it's not possible without every listener. And as we close out this year, we just want to say thank you so much for all of the episodes you guys have tuned into, through the bantering and the bickering and Brandon being wrong about just about everything known to mankind about
Still
movies.
love Vanilla Sky.
Except for weapons.
Except for weapons.
That's good.
Oh, we got to talk about Frankenstein. Just watch that one. Anyway, once again, thank you. I want to say cheers, and we'll see you next week, hopefully with some more content. Thank you, and we'll see you next
Jeremiah,
week.
what do you got to say?
Cheers, everyone.
We love you, Steve. I mean, Joe.
Hey, remember,
Love you, Steve.
you don't have to go home, but you cannot stay here. But you can hitch a ride with us.
Clink, clink.
That's cool.
So, Sean, wait. I was gonna
That was
watch
like warrior
Frankenstein.
shit. That was Warriors. I was gonna say come out to play type of shit. That was good, Eddie.
Sean,